Welcome to the Battle of Frederick. This is, of course, going to be the third or maybe the fourth Battle of Frederick that we are going to have here. And, of course, once again, it looks like the Federals are sending Robert Pattinson over to attack our forces. Now, this time we have a true line battle going on, guys. Right here at Prize Ford, our men are prepared for yet another attack. This is, of course, Johnston's army. I'm not sure. Maybe this is the time that the Federals finally manage to beat us back. But I'd like to think that we hold the high ground here. In a manner of speaking, we don't actually hold the high ground during this fight. And that we're going to come out on top. Let's see if they'll even make a push. Although I think it's actually incumbent on us to make the push since Prize Ford is right there. Yeah, I think that's just the way it's going to work. It is currently a minor victory, though, in our favor. So what I'm going to do is just start firing with artillery. Might even try to harass with some cavalry units. I think we'll definitely try to harass with skirmishers. So let's go ahead, get some skirmishers out there, and just start taking the fight to the enemy, man. Again, pretty standard battle setup for this particular fight. And I'm hoping that once again we can drive the Federals back. This is, of course, a federal city that we have had besieged. We've managed to take Frederick a few times, and then, of course, lose it again. So we do want to be careful. But look at that, really effective artillery fire. This is going to be one of the first times that I send the skirmishers out to take on the arty here. Let's do the same on this side, send some skirmishers. I'd also like to send some into the woods over there, but the enemy seems to slightly outnumber us for this battle, and I believe they actually do, since a lot of our men were wounded or, of course, killed in previous fights. Let's go ahead and focus on 6th Brigade here. I want to hit a nice clump of infantry. I'm going to get Stuart's cavalry in the woods, and keep in mind, Stuart only has 420 men. It's really not enough, as far as I'm concerned, to make much of a fight happen. So who knows? This could be the one time that we end up having to fall back. We'll find out, folks. Here we go. Let's start firing. And we are out in the open, but again, we are skirmisher units, so I'm thinking we'll probably come out of this all right. I'm hoping, anyway. Man, look at that. Ooh, devastating artillery on our end as well. Fire! Damn, they're coming right at us. My goodness, man. Federals attacking. Could be even some sort of charge here. That's what it looks like. Start firing. It's a nice fight so far, guys. They are, of course, restructuring themselves and getting some great shots on our skirmishers here. Not nearly as easy as a few of the previous battles, and I wonder if that means that the Federals are kind of learning to fight us. One thing that, I don't know if this matters, I'm sure it does, but one thing was they passed the Regulars Act, which means that they might be getting some better units, some better trained units. It certainly looks like it here. They are actually responding to the skirmishers for once. But so far, these guys are getting some really nice shots, man. Still not brave enough to do anything with Jeb Stuart here, although I might get ready for a nice little charge here. We've had those charges work in the past. With 420 men, though, I'm not so sure. Come on, Bateau. You know what? Once again, it's incumbent upon us to make the attack, guys. So I am going to start pushing forward here. Yep, that's right. We're actually going for it this time. Most of the time we've let the Federals come to us, but in this situation, I think we need to be the ones to make the move, especially with devastating Federal artillery dropping all around us here. And look at all those guys repositioning themselves. No way. We need to do something about this. Well, let's get Frost cavalry over here on the right side, too. Not going to be able to use it in the attack, I don't think. Keep it going, boys. Keep it going. Is this where Johnston gets pushed back? Tell us in the comments if you've made it this far in the video. Do you think we have a victory here or a defeat? Or is it too early to tell? I think this is a nice setup for the Federals. But if we can get Jeb Stuart up there and maybe just get a nice charge on 8th Brigade, I want to get into melee range. Who knows? Maybe we can pull off a nice little miracle here. And perhaps even charge into the enemy artillery. Would like to start engaging with 1st Brigade before I send in the cavalry, though, so let's do that. And unfortunately, you can see one of our skirmishers already falling back. We knew that was going to happen, though. The Federals are doing much better in this fight, and it looks like that's going to be Smith's detachment. Let's hope it doesn't affect Smith too badly, because we desperately need him on this offensive. Here we go, boys. It might even come down to bayonet charges for all I know. But right now, I'm going to keep it simple. That's right, boys. Give them hell. Nice. Pretty devastating hit. Smith in contact, Bartow in contact. Yeah, we know. Good work, boys. Good work. Yeah, we're going to get Jeb Stewart and go for the charge. Charge! See if we can roll up the enemy line. We've been ultra-aggressive before, and it's worked, and maybe we can be ultra-aggressive again and come out on top. Although this time I'm just going to support our cavalry with some good old-fashioned fire from 1st Brigade. I'm really tempted to charge. You know what? That's a hill. We're going to charge. If we take that hill, man, we're going to do so well. I think so. We're going to have a really good visual of the rest of the enemy army, so I am going to charge. We'll call this one Jackson's Charge. Let's hope it's not a Pickett's Charge reboot, but I think it's going to go okay. Let's go ahead and check it out. Keep moving up to 6th Brigade, and keep the pressure on him, boys. We can't waste a second here against the enemy. In fact, I think we can grab our cavalry, bring him in as well. We're going to bring Frost in. Come on, boys, come on. Unfortunately, cavalry is breaking. Stewart's cavalry is breaking, guys. Although it looks like we did manage to win the bayonet charge with Jackson. Devastating gunfire there on 8th Brigade, but we got ourselves a battle now, folks. We really do. Jackson is now going to be engaged with all these units. Pretty devastating artillery fire on top of them, too. But talk about just carnage, man. I think we're getting into the true crux of the war, if we can call it that. Let's even move artillery a little farther forward. Get it right in the enemy's faces. We'll make sure that they're not attacking us from the flank here. Although now that we've lost that cavalry, their attack from the flank would be much easier. There we go, guys. We lost another skirmisher group, and look at that. Enemy is starting to flank us. This is why we might need to keep the cavalry here. For now, the only unit that's going to be able to hold it is going to be Cheatham. Now, keep in mind, Cheatham is a hell of a general, at least in the real Civil War. The guy's got hills named after him, brigades named after him, so hopefully he'll be good enough to hold that line. Question is, can we break through this line, man? I hope so. Let's focus all of our fire there on that unit, on 7th Brigade. And there are a lot of Federals on the ground, we can see that, but not nearly enough, I don't think, to get a break. Elliot B. Jr.'s skirmishes, come on. We need cavalry. I mean, we need something to try and kind of turn the battle around here. I was thinking another charge, but considering our morale situation here with Bartow, that would be a total mistake. Let's not do the charge. However, we will switch our artillery over here to the enemy arty. I think that their arty just far outclasses ours in this battle, and it seems like they may very well outnumber us in this fight. Here we go, folks. Right there, down on 2nd Brigade. Start firing. Set up those artillery. Immediately, Pendleton, we need you firing right now. And these are only 12-pounders. I mean, it's not like any of us would want to be shot at with 12-pounders, but I'm just saying, not as devastating as the 24s. Though I like this consistent fire. Let's keep it up. And look at that. We got one of the detachments on the run. But of course, the enemy is closing in on all those different sides, and that ain't good. So let's hope we can beat these guys quickly. Again, I'm focusing all my fire on 6th and 4th Brigade. 6th, 4th, and 7th Brigade. Because if we can break the center here, I think that's going to go a long way. They're not firing. Kirby Smith, are you out of ammo? No, you guys got ammo. Come on now. Just got to move them up forward. Give them a reason to fire. All right, there we go. What do we want to do with... Oh, hold on a second. Look at this. Look at this situation here, folks. So this is, of course, the enemy going for a flank. We need to shut the enemy down before that becomes too serious. I'm going to push the cavalry forward, guys. We are going for a charge with Frost. We got 2,300 men here. Light them up. Getting shot at from all sides. Frost, you better save us, son. You better save us. Charge for the Confederacy! 2,300 right down the hatch, man. This, of course, could be a huge loss if we don't make this charge count. But talk about sabers at the ready for this battle. Here we go. They're also bolstering it up with the HQ. Should we go with bayonets, man? This is Elliot B. Jr., one of our best generals. Let's go! We're going with bayonets! We're going with bayonets! Bayonets! Here we go, boys. Straight up there with Elliot B. Jr. Even the general is supporting this attack. We've got Johnston supporting the attack. We've even got Elliot B. Jr. skirmisher stepping in here, and it looks like one of the enemy units, 5th Brigade, is falling back. Guys, this is unbelievable. The other brigade is falling back. Oh my god. Daniel Frost is an absolute hero, guys. He is an absolute hero. In fact, B Jr. doesn't even have to continue. We just have to keep firing at the existing units running from the field. And I think we even have to continue the charge here, as much as we don't want to because we're tired, to try and capture some prisoners. I'm going to charge in there with Elliot B. Jr. as well. I don't want them getting away. In the meantime, we'll take the skirmishers, start engaging the enemy units that are pushing on our flanks, and hopefully we're not too late to stop that. But that is a beautiful charge, man, and I need some prisoners desperately. Let's go. Charge, Bartow. Now, we got to dedicate everything to it at this point. We absolutely have to dedicate everything to it. It's going that well. The great charge of Frederick. This will be remembered forever if we manage to get a victory. Come on, boys. Over here, we'll just keep firing with Jackson. Hopefully, he can keep that enemy off our flank. But look at that. Just look at the enemy falling back. They do still have a unit right there, and he has broken too, man. Come on now. Gonna realign here with Elliot B. Jr., my favorite infantry unit of ours, and see if we can't go ahead and take on 7th Brigade. But you can see that that's very quickly getting into major victory territory. Just due to the aggressivity, the aggression inherent in this attack, I think that's looking really, really nice. Get us some prisoners. I mean, when even the headquarters is following you guys into battle, you know you're doing the right thing. Even the general is like, I am absolutely 100% in on this attack. And in fact, we're going to push on the prize fort area, because what do you know? Right behind all of this chaos, there is the prize fort area. We've only been in this battle 2 hours, or not even, 1 hour and 18 minutes, guys. This battle started at 7 a.m., an hour and 18 minutes, and we're at this level of carnage. Absolutely unbelievable. Get him, Bartow. We need those prisoners. Elliot B. Jr., grab them. You men, put your weapons down right now if you want to survive. You can see we're still going through trying to grab prisoners. Daniel Frost is exhausted, but a few sabers and a few horses here and there, and I think the enemy will be forced to surrender to Johnston's mighty force here. Johnstons Tigers, officially Johnstons Tigers after this battle. I don't want to declare victory prematurely, but I'm feeling pretty good after that bayonet charge. Now, do we go with another charge with Kirby Smith? Because as you can see, he is intact. He could actually do a second charge up the hill here, go for first battery, wipe him out completely off the field. I think we'll hold. What I will do, though, with Kirby Smith, have him just hold this position and push up with Jackson and Smith to make sure that we hold the prize forward area. Let's be calm at this point. We can readjust and recite these lines completely so that the enemy doesn't even manage to flank us. However, I do think that either way, they're probably going to end up flanking Cheatham's brigade here. But look at that. No, they're falling back. Maybe we can do the same and just kind of fall back to the objective point. We've got another objective point over here, but I'm hoping the enemy's not going to be crazy enough to go for that one. You know what? We'll give chase. We'll try to engage the enemy with Cheatham. Right now, I just need the cavalry to use those mixed firearms to hit 3rd Brigade as much as possible. We don't need another threat. We don't need a threat to the cavalry specifically. I don't really want Frost to lose any men. He's already lost 170, and frankly, our ratio for cavalry lost is pretty high, just because we use them so damn much. Look at that. We've even got the artillery moving, and it's completely in our favor. Like, the points are absolutely in our favor. I think once we take Prize Ford, it's probably going to be official. Yeah, actually, they're coming over here with 4th Brigade to join the fight, so I'm glad that we went over here with Cheatham. We might even end up opening fire on the enemy artillery here. Let's see if Cheatham, can we get a... Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see, boys. The enemy is retreating. 45 seconds. We've got a long time to chase these guys down. The thing is, not all of them are yet completely broken, so I'm not sure I want to take the risk of chasing those guys down. However... these guys, you bet. I want to see if we can't get them to surrender, get some prisoners. So let's go for 7th Brigade. Let's keep on firing over here with Cheatham, try to get some additional casualties on the enemy. Obviously, it's always better to get a major victory. In fact, I'm even going to grab... where is he? There he is. Jeb Stewart is too beat up to join this fight. I would have grabbed Stewart and had him join here, too. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Now, come back with Frost. Frost, just charge here. Let's hit 3rd. Let's hit 3rd Brigade, because I think they're already wavering. So we're going to go for it. He's exhausted, though. That's never good. But I'm hoping just the fact that the enemy is taking flanking fire right now, the fact that they're kind of wavering, will give us a chance to come out on top in this charge. Here we go. Oh, they're going fast. They don't want to get hit. Come on, come on, come on. We got them. Now we're just going to simply chase them as long as we can. And again, we want prisoners. Come on, boys. Do the same over here. Chase him from both sides. And I think we just captured some. No, we just took the prize forward area. Good enough, though. And we definitely took prisoners here. Or simply killed them all. Let's take that artillery. And there we go, guys. What a hell of a fight, man. Major General Robert Patterson losing 7,500 of those 1,600 men. We only lost 1,200 there. I mean, just major Confederate victory. We're going to call that the Battle of the Bayonet. The Battle of the Bayonet. It was a single star. I think I'm getting the lyrics. I thought we'd enjoy the song for this one. Alright, my friends. Battle of Frederick, once again a victory. And this is winter time, so keep in mind that this is a victory in the winter. Definitely something we like to see. Union armies are on the move. Lincoln unwavering. Union invades the South. However, we just got a wonderful victory there, so let's hope we can live with it. And I'm trying to think, maybe we should bring Beauregard back. It's getting kind of nervous there. However, it looks like we're also about to take Cumberland, Maryland, which is going to be yet another location we take from the Federals. And let's hope they just don't attack the Army of the Shenandoah. We're going to remain here at Frederick for a while, although I am thinking we're going to have to bring the Army of the Potomac up. Right now, we're sending Henry Wise to take up that room, or that, you know, the place where the Army of the Potomac once was. But I don't know if this is going to be sufficient to hold the area. Let's hope so, though. I just want to take Cumberland, Maryland. McCulloch is withdrawing. General McCulloch, where are you, sir? And there we go, guys. I believe Cumberland is under our control. It looks like the southern part of the state entirely is under our control, and pretty much everything west of Washington. So there's a lot of different options here that we could take, but I would love your guys' opinion, your feedback, of course, as always. One thing for sure is we're going to have to get down and dirty and start recruiting some additional units. Confederate diplomats released, Lincoln backs down, relations returning to normal, and invasion plans canceled. Alright, well, looks like British invasion plans have been canceled. Not necessarily good for us. We would have really liked those Brits to help us out. Thank you so much for watching, folks. I'll see you in the next episode.